a success story, something that we are telling people that this is still a country where we can build our dreams. It all started in 86. 86 is just after the EDSA revolution, where we were one of the families that listened to the call of our government, go up to the province, invest. I'm not sure whether that's the right timing, but that's the timing that we did at that time. No? So yes, we started in 86 with one poultry house. And from one poultry house, we persevered, we built the second house, and built the third, and started to build the second farm, and so on and so forth. So it's no magic, it's just hard work, purely hard work. And then in the early 90s, we started our feed mill. We opened our feed mill at that time, and then in late 90s, we started to go outside of the central Luzon area. And then in 2008, we started Chooks to Go at that time because we were concerned about avian influenza, so we wanted to offer a product that is cooked. So people can just eat chicken without the risk of being infected. But unknown to us at that time, this Chooks to Go became the largest lechon manok up to now. It's over 2,000 stores and growing. And then in 2016, we felt that we need to go beyond the Philippines, so we started our expansion first in Indonesia. It's still growing, and then next in 2018, we expanded to, we purchased a company in New Zealand called Tegel. It's the largest chicken company in Tegel, and from there we export chicken all over the world. And in 2023, we transitioned to One Bounty. I will dwell on this later on, and then it's our 40th year this year. Okay, so I always like to start this, our vision, purpose, and our values. Purpose is we wanted to be the trusted choice every day, everywhere. So that is what we want to do. And what are our values? Our values is family at the heart of what we do. Meaning to say, family is very important. We are still a family corporation. And when I say family, it's not only the Bounty family, but also our customers and our partners. We treat everyone as if they are our family. And then one thing that we did early on is we need to do things differently. And when you want to do change, you have to have courage. You cannot make any changes and any new innovations when you do not have courage. So courage to change and innovate is very important. And then also champion responsible growth, where again, you don't want to flood the market. You want to grow slowly. You want to look long term. You don't want to go within 5 years. You're there. You want to grow and be stable. In the end, we want this company to be multi-generational. And lastly, of course, is lead with integrity. Leading integrity is currently you see a lot of corruption in our society, but we believe that Bounty is very important that our actions, our decisions is based on an ethical foundation. So whatever we do, whatever decision, it has to have an ethical and professional decision. And this is our integration. For those who does not know how a chicken come about, it's not something you go out and pick a bird and then you grow it. It is a very big process. This is the pointer. Okay, so we buy our pedigree abroad. We do not make our own genetics. Our genetics we purchased them from companies whose business is developing genetics. So we buy them in jumbo jets. Normally you will see them when you're riding the plane on top. Underneath them, there's the cargo, and that's where the breeding stock comes in. And then from there, we bring them to grandparent farm. And then from grandparent, they become parent stock, and then becomes the broilers that we consume. From the time you bring the grandparent in until the time we produce them, that's 2 years. So meaning to say, what we're eating right now, whether we're oversupplied or we're undersupplied, was made 2 years ago. And then that's on a per week basis. So when is the Chinese New Year? When is the Holy Week? When is the Christmas? So those are the things that we see. Of course, you cannot predict wars. You cannot predict disaster. But these are some things that we have to take in consideration. And then we process them. We process them and then we deliver to our food. The greens are the ones that we have both company owned and whole partners, where we work with different families that run their own farms, but they work with us. This system is a system of contract farming, where both our company and our partners, we share the risk, we also share the profit. And so in this way, we also help Datso family across the country. We produce chicken as far as North Ilocos and Isabela, go to the south in Mindanao, in Jensan, Zamboanga, and also Davao. We have contract farms in Basilan. We have troops going out security guards in Basilan as well. So we are trying to reach to the most everywhere as much as possible. And we're still growing because the country is growing. Okay, so a lot of things, I'm not going to go through one of them, but you can read them. A picture of this. This is what a grandparent farm looks like, right there, in the right corner. The grandparents are single age farm, meaning to say one location, one age. We load them one age. When we harvest them, we harvest them. And the reason why we're doing that is because we wanted to separate them. We have 15 grandparent farms, all separate. So meaning to say, if there's a farm that has any diseases, they are isolated. We can isolate them, and they will not infect the other one. So this is how we keep our farms healthy and biosecure. And then parent stock are the offsprings of the grandparent. And then we would hatch them in a hatchery. The one in the middle, that is a picture of a hatchery. A hatchery mimics a nest. So there's heat, there's cooling, there's water. Take 21 days to hatch an egg, if you want to know. We had one of the largest hatcheries in Southeast Asia. This hatchery hatches around 3 million hatching eggs a week. It has 500,000 eggs a day. So that's, and this is just one of the 18 hatcheries we have across the country. All our hatcheries, all our productions are not produced in one island. They're spread all over. We have farms and hatcheries up north in central Luzon, southern Tagalog, Bicol, eastern and western Visayas, northern and southern Mindanao, so that we produce the chicken locally. We do not need to ship chicken around. just to serve them. So, meaning to say, chicken that are consumed by Ilonggos, Warais, Visayas are produced locally. And finally, the broilers. We are currently the only company who are producing no antibiotic ever. Meaning to say, you would hear other companies say no antibiotic residue. Meaning to say they would give at a point in their life they would give antibiotics, but then by the time they were harvested, it would have been flushed out by then. But our company is the only one that is able to produce chicken without antibiotic ever. Meaning to say, from the time it was reared to the time it was brewed in the farm to the time it was delivered to the processing plant, it never been given. And it's not just enough for us to claim by ourselves that we are NAT. We also asked a London-based auditing company called LRQA, meaning to say Lloyd's Registered Quality Assurance, to come in at different times of the year to audit our farms, our processing plant, and also our feed mill, just to make sure that even us unwittingly, our contract farms and our farmers are not giving antibiotic at any given time. And of course, we try to ISO certify right now in our grandparent farm. 100% of our grandparents' farm are ISO certified. We try to focus on ISO certified not because we wanted to tell people ISO certified. We wanted to have ISO certification so that we would have a system in our farms that people are doing things properly and doing it right, and it's being audited. When you're managing over 200 farms, it's very hard to make sure everything is being done properly. So we do ISO certification, not really because to claim that we are ISO certified, but really to manage our farm, to help us manage our farm. And then there's a lot of different innovations that we did also. I think we'll do that next time. And these are our products. These are the different groups right now. I said that in 2003, we had an integration. The first is the Fresh Group, which I had. The Fresh Group is a farm-to-table poultry leader. It goes from the breeding stock all the way to the processing. It's when you go to the supermarket, whenever you go to the wet market, whenever you go to the restaurant, the chicken that you see and consume is being produced by the Fresh Group. The Agri Group is our feed mill and grain component. No? They produce all our feeds. At the same time, they would sell feeds to other agribusiness company who wanted to also benefit from our integration. No? And they also sell equipment and veterinary products. The third group is what we call the branded and value-added group. These are, they produce all our premium and live hogs, value-added chicken, the nuggets, the value-added product is being produced by this. It also produces cooking essentials and culinary seasonings that are being used for our restaurant is being produced by this group. And then finally is our restaurant group. Our restaurant group is, we used to have people in the farms becoming chef. And we, at that point in time, we think that we need to have people who knows how to cook, lead the restaurant group. And here we are. This is where our Chooks to Go, our Chooks Diner, our Uli Roasters are all located. The other group, our international affiliates, I said is called Tiggle. From Tiggle, and then they also we also produce chicken in Indonesia. These are their brand: Tiggle, Rangkitiki, Takeout, and Top Hats. And then from Tiggle, we export to Australia, to Japan, Hong Kong, Singapore, Pacific Islands such as Tahiti, New Caledonia, Fiji, and also we also export to the Middle East now. So Philippines, we focus on the Philippine market because it's still growing. Indonesia at the same time it's still growing, so we focus on the home market. And New Zealand, it is we produce for the local market, but we also focus on export. No? We also ride onto the New Zealand tour, so we export on the high-end product. And our latest sibling is, of course, the Bistro Group, which we acquired last October 2025. We're very proud of this group. And we're very excited to cooperate, to work together. And we wanted to continue to extend our integration. And just to show you our product for the French group. And then, yes, so this is our commitment as the land grows and consumer need to evolve. Bounty remains committed to strengthening food security. Right now, our industry, coffee industry, is in the midst of I would say a battle, but it's this market is growing. But at the same time, we also allow import of chicken. I feel that this, we will double our consumption in the next 20 years. And we wanted together with the other local livestock producers, we want that opportunity to belong to the Filipino farmers and not to the foreign farmers. So we are exerting efforts to produce them. So actually, I am very happy because when we had the oil crisis and the government opened up, was thinking of easing inflation by opening up livestock product to importation, they expanded the MAV, minimum access volume for pork, but they did not extend the minimum access volume for chicken. And so for me, this is a positive sign that the local producers for poultry is doing our job. And so for the next 20 years, hopefully, we can continue to produce the bulk of our Philippine requirement for poultry because we will not stop the Filipino from eating more poultry. They will continue to eat. If we fail to rise up to that occasion, that opportunity will go to other farmers from other countries. And so together, Bounty and the rest of the industry, poultry industry, is working hard to make sure that this opportunity continues to be for the Filipino farmers. Anyway, thank you very much and welcome.